That's right. We're almost live. Give us a few seconds. We're putting in the crystals so we can go live here for the road to SpiceWorld. That's right. Seatbelts, click, music adjusted, mirrors ready to go, hands 10 and 2. Beep, beep, Spice Peeps. We're on the road to SpiceWorld. I'm Jeff Gretler, head brand ambassador here at Spiceworks. And guess what? We are live here in Austin in the shadow of the AT&T Hotel and Conference Center. We're in exactly 67 days. For the 18th time, the best tech conference in the planet will be taking place, SpiceWorld. So we thought, you know what, with all this, we need some pregame hype. We need that. So we thought, what better way to do this than the road to SpiceWorld, to get you guys, get a little FOMO, get a little tailgating, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. So I can't do that alone. So I thought, let's bring in some SpiceWorks celebrities, if you will. So today, live here in studio, we have a special guest. Please welcome Spice Duck, Quack Quack, Quack Quack Quack.
How you doing, everybody?
What is going on, Spice? Wait, that voice sounds familiar. Are you sure you're Spice Duck?
I don't know.
Maybe you are the official Spice Lord, Spice Buddy San Antonio's. Slava's in the house. Slava, what's up?
How you doing, everybody?
Hey, welcome. Man, I cannot think of a better person to have as co-pilot on the road to SpiceWorld to keep that hype car going. You know, we were just talking about some Coors Light, Smoking the Bandit, eastbound and down. We're heading downtown for some SpiceWorld. So welcome, Slava.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So
Love being in the studio, love getting the Spice World hyped up.
yeah, I mean, I think the one time for Control Tech I was not there.
No, I was
Yeah.
there with
Big Jake. Big
Jake.
Jake. Shout out to Big Jake in Colorado. I hope things are going well. But let's bring in another SpiceWorks celebrity, if you will. So you know him as Mike from Eaton, Mike DeCamp, or you might even know him as Tim. Please welcome Mike DeCamp. Mike!
Yes, there are some who call me Tim, but I'll go by Mike too. Definitely happy to be here though.
I'm glad that you guys both got the notice for the wardrobe. I feel underdressed. I mean, Mike, you're historic for your themes when it comes to SpiceWorld. I think you're like the top of the food chain when it comes to the themes.
Yeah, there's some pressure now. You know, I feel like every year we have to like do something new and to live up to it and stuff, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're coming up on 18, right? And you've been a part of it for a long time, right? We're going all the way back to 20. Is this like your 15th Spice World?
Something like that. My first one was 2014.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember it vividly, and have been ever since. Obviously, we had a couple pandemic ones and some virtual ones, but I've been there every year since 2014.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a little bit of a deep dive a little later. We've got some photos that you're posting, some great photos. You sent them some photos, so we're gonna need some Spice World context, and then we're also gonna do Spice Lord show and tell Spice World edition, because Slava,
Absolutely.
you are famous for being able to collect all the swags, the swags, right?
I have early access to everything.
So it'd be great. So Mike, I thought it would be cool if we just do like a little bit of somewhat of exclusive. Again, we were talking about how great your themes are. Like Eaton always brings the heat. It gets to the point where Eaton gets drilled in my brain. Like Mike, I tagged you in a photo I saw the other day. I was in a drive-through at Buddy's Burgers here in Round Rock, Texas, and we saw an Eaton powered by Eaton. I was like, Mike's even making my burgers because Tim can make fire without flint, right?
Without tinder or flint, that's true. I can summon fire. I haven't summoned hamburgers, but who knows? I'll work on it.
Oh, no, it's perfect though. But for this year, Spice World 2025, it's 67 days away. What can you tell us that Eaton has cooking up here for Spice World this year?
Well, I would say we don't have it all worked out yet.
That's okay.
But we're going through it, and we're kind of embracing the side. We get to know IT pros really well in the Spiceworks community, and we have a lot of discussions online, stuff like that. It can be a difficult job at times, a lot of users, a lot of frustrations, a lot of technology and stuff. And there's kind of an old myth or at least a legend of IT pros leaving it all behind and going to be a goat farmer. And so we thought we'd embrace the goat farm theme. And I think that's kind of where we're headed. We'll have some screaming goats. We'll have some other fun goat stuff, and we're just gonna go for it.
I love it. We'll probably be hearing a lot of screaming goats throughout the show. I mean, as long as they're not fainting goats, we'll save that. I don't know if you're gonna have any fainting goats or if you're just gonna stick with screaming goats.
Yeah, no, we did some in-depth research on that. The fainting goat versus the screaming goat, and the screaming goat was definitely more favorable.
Understandable. So, Slava, I'm going to bring you into this. Like, what are you most excited about for Spice World 2025 this year?
Well, Eaton's always on. One of the first things that I think of. The swag from Eaton is awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Well, say, are you gonna? Is this one?
I'm just gonna pull out
one thing. Okay. Because Slava, I'm telling you, Mike, Slava, he was like,
I got all.
I'm gonna do a
here.
dated callback, but I'm gonna compare him to Gallagher. He came in with an entire trunk of stuff that he wants to show.
Yeah,
which is really good.
Like a bobblehead Spice Rex with a devil duck. Yeah.
Right on.
Where else can you get this?
No, exactly.
Only Eaton.
Yes.
It's things like this that get me excited. And Mike is one of the best at that.
He really is. I mean, I've seen Mike kind of jump in almost like swag, he's a swag police or emergency where it's just like, hey, there's an event going. Mike will jump in and just like, let me know how I can get this swag to you, and we'll have a package. Which, by the way, Mike, I think I did put in a request for Spice World this year. I need a special duck for my tub. I'm up to 28 ducks that are floating in a cold plunge tub that I have in the back, and I need me a duck. I don't want that spice duck floating in there.
You mean one like this?
Yes, exactly.
Now that's a special. Is that that's a Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah, this one's a speaker.
All right.
We always have the regular ones available.
Yeah, that's awesome. But Mike, it did like so. So you have your goat theme. As far as like again, we know Spice World is about we're having fun, right? But we've always tried to spice up IT, where we're learning, we're getting better at our careers while we're enjoying ourselves and our peers. Is there anything that you can pull the curtain back as far as like Eaton, any kind of Eaton reveals? Like as far as like is there any kind of demos you're going to show? We do a whole wide variety of IT infrastructure, from rack enclosures and UPSs and PDUs, things like they're still finalizing that. I think we've got some new flavors of our cloud connected UPS
which is really cool. You get a smaller rack mount and some options with lithium ion and lead acid with a free app. So we'll have some demos there, show that. See if I can get one of our kind of really cool, sophisticated rack PDUs that more for large data center applications, but it's a fun, really cool piece of technology to see how just like a large like 0U PDU that goes in the back. So we'll pull in some stuff. Of course, the biggest part too is just to meet everybody and talk to everybody. So we'll have products, but most of that is just the interaction and the exchanges with Spice Heads that we look forward to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the best part too, right? It's just like, I feel like, we've been to, all of us, we've been to many, many conferences, and I feel like this is really the conference that kind of like the way I prefer it, no scripts, right? We're not going in there with like, it really is just like a true engagement. And when we talk about community, we're not only talking about the IT professionals, we're talking about, our vendor, our technology vendor partners, we're talking about a lot of the speakers, and too, that really is what makes this a little bit special, because you get to the point where everybody's like on an even playing field. It's not a transactional conference, right? It's just like, we're trying to make everybody better, like the high tide that raises all boats. You agree with that, Slava?
We've created relationships over the last 15 years, and you're coming in, seeing people not as vendors or IT guys or what have you. They're friends, right? You come in, and your relationships are friendships first, and then you build upon that, right? And so your vendors will find positive results after they've built those personal relationships.
Yeah.
So, like you said, they're not non-transactional relationships.
And as
you have to build
be.
Your relationship.
Right. And I think, Mike, we always call you out as an example of that when we're doing that. Really, again, this is a stressful job, right? Being an IT pro. I mean, we've earned all these gray hairs, right? And I when I'm speaking, doing some of these speak engagements that I'm doing now, like on the road, I just remind a lot of the marketers that I'm talking to, is like, it's really about relationships. If you want to gain that trust, sometimes you want to be that source of truth. And if that doesn't even include maybe something that you're selling, but you're still that source of truth, you feel like you're letting something walk away, but you're gaining so much more, that you're going to have a relationship that will follow you for jobs. Like, Mike, you can probably speak on this. Like, you probably have a lot of IT professionals that will follow you, even though they're not at the same job, right? They will follow you throughout their career. Like, you almost can see their career trajectory. Am I right?
Absolutely. It's funny. Like, I will see people move around. They'll move from like a small SMB job to enterprise, or vice versa, and move around and stuff. And so just sometimes through chat or just community and things like that, it's kind of wild. You see the people over 10 years, and like some people I've known, like I would see like every year I see you at SpiceWorld, and then I see in the community and things like that. So that really starts to it means a lot, I think, especially for IT pros. Like I said, it's a stressful job. They want people and companies they can count on, somebody they can turn to and like trust and stuff. And so like, it's definitely not transactional. We're just like, hey, give us your information. We'll send you something, send you information. We're done. It's like, we have long discussions, and it starts even before the show. It's like from the moment I sometimes land in the airport and all the way up through the end of the show, it's like, there's always something going on and talking to people. So I always look forward to it, because it's different than just about any other event that I go to, which is all anonymous and like meeting people for the first time. Here, it's like, I'm always meeting new people too, but there's always some familiar faces and friends who come by, and that makes it a lot of fun.
It does. And you're right. Like, we've seen that, right? Like, the show will technically be over, but you'll still see clusters of people talking, or like walking down, downtown Austin, going to like, we're going to go there now. But the conversation really does never end. Like, I really wanted to have our Back to the Future Part 2 logo, where everything always should say to be continued, right? Because the community really just never really stops. Right. And I think that's good for a very stressful job. It's therapy for us.
I mean, for example, the three of us, we're huge football fans, and three of us like 3 different teams, and the 3 of us always talk about football.
Right.
And so, year round, because SpiceWorld gets out, football season's still on.
Right.
And we keep talking about it, and we come back in September and we keep talking about it, and Mike's the happiest one out of us right now, because so
Yeah, Mike, he's definitely has a blessing of riches, right, when it comes to his football. Unlike us, Jets fan that are just like, yeah, we should. That pretty
Well,
much.
if anything, that's hope. There's hope for you guys. I was a long-suffering Chiefs fan for many years, and so now to have this, I feel very fortunate. But it's proof that your team too one day.
Yes, it could happen.
Be in the spot.
Yeah, because that first Chiefs win came after it was like a 50-year drought or something, right? Everybody's just so used to that dynasty feel.
Oh, but I gotta wait another 20 years.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Another 20 years. It's been 30 now. I gotta wait another 20.
Yeah, no pressure. But this is exactly what we're talking about. Like when we're talking about stuff that's not related to tech. But I guarantee you, because of conversations like this, if I ever need something when it's going to come to power, right, or UPS or any of the racks, the first person that's going to come into my head is Mike. Not because it's just like, not the person that is just like was trying to, be very transactional. It's going to be Mike, right? Because now you are a trusted source. You're not just a vendor. And that's the best part about SpiceWorld, again, is to build that, again, in a very stressful job. But Mike, we have a little bit of a surprise for you, right? We had a little bit of an insider tip of what your theme was going to be, like you were just telling us about it. So, and we know it's a very stressful job, and sometimes, IT pros are like, should I still be doing this anymore? So, let's just check out this video spot that we made for you. All right. So Slava and Mike, I got to ask you guys, like, what is easier to troubleshoot, tech or a goat?
like Ben Stiller?
Yeah, everything could be milked.
The milking.
I don't know, Slava, can you milk me? But I think, Mike, I think you nailed it as far as like it gives a very relaxing vibe that sometimes when we need to unplug, we literally need to unplug and maybe go milk a goat.
Anything but like we even have some stuff where the goats are eating the tickets and things like that. So they're there to solve problems too.
So do you have, is there something you want to show that might be goat related that you can kind of give us a little bit of an inside tip for people?
Sure. We'll have special boxes.
Okay.
Like you can see it. It's a goat, of course. And if you press it, it'll scream. And then we have a little goat that you put on your finger. And then we have a series of playing cards. And I don't know, in fact, yeah, there's some different versions and things like that, but they're like playing cards. We actually have a goat card that you see it, but that's on there. Some fun kind of cards there that we'll be able to get a pack of those that help promote our Path to Power kind of choose your own adventure game that we're running right now.
I love it. That's awesome. Can you bring that goat up again? We're going to press the button and see if we can hear that goat scream. So go ahead and give it a press.
Okay, I'll give it up. Yeah, sure.
Let's see if we can hear it scream.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
No scream.
No scream.
There it is.
But it's a very good scream, trust me.
Oh man, that's awesome. So, Mike, let's pull the curtain back a little bit here, Slav. I don't know if you may or may not know this, or you may have just heard it recently. I mean, Mike was all in and committed to the goat gimmick, right? There was a rumor that we were going to attempt to have actual real live goats in at SpiceWorld.
I mean, this is Texas, right? You're supposed to be able to have live farm animals anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but Mike, it's just like, do you have an insider track would go like Peter Sy, right? He lives in Atlanta. He lives very close to a pygmy goat farm. I didn't know if you had like an inside track when it comes to goat, or you're just the goat of SpiceWorld.
No. Although I didn't know that about Peter. Maybe I can try to get him to like put one in his carry-on. That would be great. As a pygmy, it should be fine. But no, we did ask about bringing in live goats. Like, how about some baby goats?
We can disguise. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, and stuff, and didn't work out. The AT&T Center said that they don't bring in live animals. Wouldn't let us do that. But we'll have some hay bales. We might have some cardboard cutout goats. We might have some some fun stuff.
Maybe we can disguise one as a service dog.
A service goat?
Service goat.
Yeah, we can have a service goat. I mean, we got to be careful, and we were talking about sports earlier. I mean, the Chicago Cubs curse was born on not letting a goat into a building, right?
Right.
So we got to be really careful. Maybe we need to be
Right.
we don't need any bad mojo. Maybe we do let the goats in. But so, Mike, let's do this. I thought it'd be fun. Again, you've been a part of this community and experience for a long time. We're going to pull up a couple of pictures for some past SpiceWorld events when it comes to Eaton, and maybe we'll just do a little bit more context. We're going to bite off one of my favorite shows of Hot Ones First We Feast, and it's that deep dive into that context. So you want to play that, and we'll show the picture, and you can give a little bit of context around it. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
All right, let's do it. So, Mario, if you want to cue up any of those for pictures at random, because I have a feeling Mike is going to know off the top of his head what this is about. So this first picture, what are we looking at here at this SpiceWorld? I remember this one specifically, but why don't you tell the audience about it?
This was our
Spice
average.
Buddies won the match. You know that, right?
Well, I don't know if that's true, Slava. But this was our dodgeball theme. We were the average Joes, and so we did that. And then the Spice Buddies dressed up as Globo Gym, and we almost had a live dodgeball match.
Yes.
Until Sean came over and told us that the Austin Convention Center said we needed to sign waivers or something. But we did do that. But we're pretty confident that we would have probably taken the Spice Buddies down.
And I first heard about this because I was there when they're like, no, the lawsuit, the fear of lawsuits was, and the security was there, and they're like, they want to do a dodgeball game. And growing up as a Gen Xer, I can just hear the red boink to the face, and I'm like, I don't know if we could have. So I just I was kind of like teams like, yeah, maybe we should have planned it out a little bit better. But a great theme, by the way. There might be a sequel to that dodgeball coming out very, very soon. But yeah, that was very cool. But yeah, we didn't want anybody to have to dodge a ball or dodge a wrench when they come to Spice.
That's right. We did have wrenches with us,
Yes.
And I think
not actually, they weren't metal. We had
They were foam.
right.
Foam wrenches.
But yeah, that was still the fear. So awesome. All right. Well, next picture up here. What's the context on here? I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted to hear the thought behind it.
Oh yeah, that's 2014. That was my first SpiceWorld, and we showed up as Ghostbusters. Those are Eaton employees as Slimer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I'm a Ghostbuster. Those are UPS proton packs on our back, and then we have rack PDUs as the blaster there. Slimer dominated the dance floor that night, and so I have a vivid memory of walking sometime past midnight downtown Austin in our Ghostbusters outfits, which was pretty classic.
That was a while back.
And I was going to say, at that time period in Austin, it's probably did not stand out as much of just like, oh yeah, there's some Ghostbusters here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Almost very expected. So
I think that's why we've never decided to move SpiceWorld out of Austin.
yeah.
Because I don't think it'd work anywhere else.
Well, we'll see. I don't
Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I like the ability to go home to my own bed, so I'll never say no. But yeah, Spice World Roadshow, anyone? Just saying, maybe it could be a thing.
Or Spice Course. There's Spice Course too.
Spice
There we go.
Local
We're
meetup.
Exactly.
to talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. So we got another picture up here, Mike, that'll give some extra context to what's going on here.
Okay. So, well,
There you go.
what would I know about this photo, right? Like, so yeah, that's all of us there with Spice Rex, and we were just all Tim the Enchanter. David there on the right, who used to be a green guy, was a little perplexed at having to dress up. He's like, dress up as Mike. I was like, well, that's Tim the Enchanter. Like, Kara there and John Boggs, but that's at the Austin City Limits one night and with Spice Rex, and so we were dancing around and stuff, having a blast.
Again, you every year you still bring the heat, and you manage to always you're always going to find a way to stand out. That's why you're the master. And look, you always have your gear ready to go, right? Like, because I'm assuming you don't show up to every meeting like this.
No, although I did wear this a week or two ago for internal town hall, and had to do a skit. So it's like at some point, when I first joined the Spiceworks community, maybe 2011. But that was immediately my avatar was Tim the Enchanter and stuff, and it's been instant street cred, and I get people talking about my avatar and quoting lots of Tim quotes and things like that.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
It never gets old for me. I love it.
Yeah,
That's why Mike is the GOAT.
That's right. That's why Mike is the GOAT. And happy birthday to Tim the Enchanter and Monty Python. 50 years today.
Oh, yes.
Not necessarily today, somewhere in there, but yeah, okay. Jaws, Monty Python, all in the same year. It's pretty dope. Nice. All right, we got another picture up here for you, Mike. Give a little deeper dive into this photo right here.
Look at that.
Ooh,
so this, I'm very excited about this. That is a 3D printed mini rack, and you will assemble it. We will give those out in that box at the show, and it comes unassembled, and we will have little stickers and little lights. Even if you were to flip it around and see the back, there's actually like rack PDUs and power, and we have power cords too. So these P-lock power cords that are color coded and stuff, and you have to actually individually install them with PDU, and then the UPSs mount in there and the servers. There's even a KVM that slides out and opens up for a screen. So very excited about getting these.
I need one of these.
I was going to say, I saw Slav. Is that a little drool there? You're ready, right? I know you're the Spice Lord, not the Swag Lord, but that's some dope swag right there.
That is dope swag. Swag Lord is going to like that too.
Yeah, DeJoy said slick in the chat. So yeah, it looks very, very cool. All right.
And we'll offer those too. So there's obviously not everybody can make it to Spice World, but we'll do. I'm sure that those will show up as Spiceworks contest prizes too.
Yeah, no, that's great. You always bring the heat with that. So, but we do want to see you at Spice World, so maybe we can make that happen. All right, we got another photo up here. I think we got time for like 2 more, Mike. So give a little deeper dive into this.
Oh yeah, those are okay. So those are our challenge coins. We know the Spice Buddies always have some really cool coins too. And there's a little bit of a coin exchange that goes on sometimes for the fans, but every year we come out with a new coin. So the first one was the double duck. Last year we came out with a monkey. Now, due to some vendor issues and things like that, we had a different version of the monkey, and actually Slava shamed us because it's not as high quality. So we had to. We had to redo the monkey coin because it just wasn't up to par. And then this year we are adding the bacon coin. If anybody out there, if you're looking for something that you don't have, I always have a pocket full of coins. So if you're like, hey, I don't have the frog, I'll bring some extra frogs and wizards and things like that. So anybody comes up to me on the floor, I should have some. But you got to message me ahead of time.
I'm definitely going to hit you up for some coins. We're going to do a show and tell here with Slava in a little bit, and we're going to show off some of those coins. But I think, Mario, we got one more pick we want to show them. Is there one more we can pull up? I feel like this is really great. So this one really just like looking at this just makes me happy. What are we looking at here, Mike?
Okay, this is what this will come. This is the goat that screams. It's a little guy. He's just 3 inches tall or something. And then that's our little sysadmin goat farm card. And it's funny, they're eating the tickets there, and then if you look closely, there's a printer with some baseball bats in the distance. So I think most people are familiar with Office Space.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. And so we've got a series of these types of cards and stuff. But we have cards with our products on them as well. Everything from like surge protectors and charging stations and things like that. But we also have some fun cards. And then we actually have to think about this for the show. We have some desk toy ones, and we have holograms now. So there was some requests to do something a little beyond the normal card. So now we have desk toys with holograms.
That's perfect. Yeah, I know for you Pokemon collectors out there, the holograms are pretty dope. What
I am intrigued.
Yeah. And that card especially because like it's only like 10 minutes up the road where they film that printer getting beat with a baseball bat.
Yes.
So it's very close there. What's the bar? Wow. Yeah, it's so close. It's right up the road here. You can do it maybe for a future SpiceWorld office space tour because a lot of the locations are still there. I think the Tchotchke's place is now a bank or something. But yeah, you can go there and here in Austin. Maybe that's what we have to do, an office space tour, right?
On the Monday, maybe.
And think about it. A lot of ideas.
That'd be a cool idea, yeah, for Spice Buddies to organize that.
A lot of things. Just like, I don't know, do we feed the tuna fish mayonnaise? Right then, we got ideas. They're just going to keep cooking here. So, but Mike, one last thing. On that card here, where does that barcode take you to? I see a little QR code, sorry.
That one takes us to Path to Power.
Okay.
Which is like we typically run a pretty sophisticated, large-scale IT campaign every year, and it's something to engage, interact, and things like that. So this year it's called Path to Power.
Okay.
And you have to go into a fictional land of IT. There's a map behind me that you can kind of see. And you go in there and you choose a path. You choose your kind of vertical, whether you're an enterprise or SMB or retail or something like that. And then you have to answer a short series of questions in an attempt to find the Wizard of Light. We try to make it fun and engaging. You learn a little bit about our products, but you learn about some industry stuff too. And just there's some fun Easter eggs and things like that in there and stuff like that. So, and actually for those, sometimes we even do some stuff too, where we've been creating people custom IT layers, like a tent fort or a castle or something like that. We'll name it whatever you want to, and put it on, and you get your own version of this map. So we'll do that too. We've been doing some of that stuff in exchange for. We always want to get feedback on our promotions. So, but yeah, it's a fun thing. We run that for months. Actually, I think it ends this month, although it'll still live online for a while.
That's awesome. And for anyone at Eaton watching right now, give Mike a raise. Just do it. I mean, he goes like above and beyond, and really truly gets us. I mean, we can speak to it as IT professionals that it really do. You sing our songs and we hum along. So thank you, Mike. That's awesome. And we're looking forward to future memories at SpiceWorld and doing this down again. So, but we're going to...
Absolutely. You guys make it a blast too. You really do. Awesome. I mean, fun to go down there and see everybody. And I always have a great time.
Yeah, we will fight the good fight always to make sure we keep the spice. So we're going to flip it a little bit here. We're going to do something similar, but we're going to do it live in person. We're going to call this segment is going to be Slava's SpiceWorld Show and Tell. So
let's see, what do we have?
Yeah, so Mike, if you see that, we're going to do the same thing. Slava's going to give the story, and we can see if we can understand any context of it. Because again, he came in with a lot of swag, and we're going to do a special debut. I don't know if you want to do that first, or if you want to go through your swag box first.
It's up to you.
All right.
You call it.
So let's do this first because we were just talking about coins, right?
Okay.
And the Spice Buddies, which also has a new Discord server that you can join if you want to get to that.
So let me talk about that for a second.
Sure, go for it.
We have a new Discord server that Spice Buddies have opened up, and we are welcoming Spice heads and vendors to come in and interact with us, not just for SpiceWorld, but throughout the year.
Well, that's the whole thing. We want to keep the party. Right. Everything should be to be continued.
Right.
And that's what we want.
And so to be able to connect, like Mike does, right? Build your relationships long term.
Right. And just for people who don't know, just why don't you give a little context of what the Spice Buddies is.
Okay, so Spice Buddies is a group of experienced SpiceWorld attendees that are members of the Spiceworks community that have dedicated time and effort to help Spice heads, new Spice heads, navigate SpiceWorld and create have easier time creating relationships with Spiceworks and vendors.
Right.
And we also try to assist Spice cores and vendors to connect, to facilitate organization of Spice core meetings and such.
Perfect. I compare it to, I'm a big food TV guy. Like I R.I.P. Anthony Bourdain, also a goat. He always had a fixer when he went to a city to look like, I need somebody that's going to know how to navigate the restaurant scenes, the street scenes, hotels, cab, like everything that.
Right.
That is Spice Buddies on site. We have live fixers with blinking badges. So if you have any questions, and if you're not looking for somebody with an orange shirt, the Spice Buddies are probably going to know faster, quicker, especially day of, right? We were talking to Spice Buddy leader Sin yesterday. It was just like, being on the floor, she literally says, we memorize the floor so we know, oh, you need this person, go here, here, here. Quicker than a hiccup, if you will.
You will have more luck getting information out of Spice Buddies.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yes.
Than you probably will out of Spice Workers.
That's true, because, yeah, we're usually going in 10 different directions. But one of the big things that Spice Buddies does, like, you know, what Mike was talking about earlier, is the challenge coins, right? Well, this is actually, this will be the sixth one.
This is going to be the sixth one.
And we're actually going to debut it right here, right now, if you will, right?
It's been presented to Jeff. This is the first one.
Right here, if you can see
of
that.
its kind.
IT
Jeff is the first person to possess one.
Yes, the IT evolution is the theme. And if you can see that right now, and we'll have a picture, I'll put a picture in the chat later, but that is half Spice Rex, half Mecha Spice Rex?
Mecha Spice Rex.
Yeah, if you're into like the Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla, we're having that theme, right? And it's because even the T-Rexes, they're evolving. And then on the other side right there, you got the Spice Buddies logo as well.
We're still looking into a channel of availability. They will be available at SpiceWorld.
Okay, yeah.
We don't know how or
we're working on some stuff.
We're still working on it.
Oh, to Joy was asking
we will have bunch of them at SpiceWorld.
Yeah, so this is awesome. This will go to number 6. But
number 6
right
so
here.
You're the first person to have full collection.
Yes, I do have right here. We have the OG. Yes. Even have the OG logo.
Yes.
Here we have that. We have, you actually put it in the order here. We also have
the second one.
The second duck there. Let's see if I can get the order right. Is this one right?
That's no.
Oh, I meant to do this one.
That
is that right?
Next. Yes.
So we have that one, and then we just showed that one.
And then the double, and then this.
Boom.
Then no, that one was the third one.
Oh, okay, but this is going to be 6.
And then the
a lot of ducks,
ducky.
man. Yeah.
And then the rubber ducky.
So shout out to Jimmy and.
Jimmy is the first one to start the original.
Yeah, exactly.
One, yes.
I remember he was the first one that actually gave me the coin, and I had no context of even what it was about. So it was awesome to see that.
Military coins, yes.
Yeah. So it's really
military
cool there.
Coins.
So, but yeah, collect those, and I'm looking forward to collecting Eaton's because I don't have any Eaton coins there.
You don't? Well, here, let me. Here, I'm gonna get out of.
Oh no, you don't have to go because.
So I have 2 of these.
Okay, good, perfect. Yeah,
so
just
you
show
have,
them, and I'll grab
you have
them
a frog now.
Oh, perfect, because you gave me all these stands, so I need to present them there in my office. But let's jump into the show and tell, right? That's the SpiceWorld show and tell, because again, you're the master.
I brought.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, yeah.
So, Mike, we're gonna give you help us out here if you know the story behind some of this swag here.
So it's been a while. I've had this for a long time. This is the oldest Rubik's Cube that I have.
Nice.
So
what year do you think you got that one in?
14, Mike?
I think it is. And we had a contest at SpiceWorld to see who could do it the fastest.
Oh no!
Wow! I remember
I can't put one together. I just unboxed it and put it on the shelf, and that's it. I have 20 Rubik's Cubes, and I don't know how to put them together.
Shout out to Kat, one of our original developers. She was
good, Kat.
Yeah, she was
I know
really
who Kat
good.
is. She was doing the photo.
Yeah, exactly. So she whipped that up quick. So that's
So
good.
Kat
Rubik's
knows
Cube
Rubik's Cube, so Rubik's
2014.
Cube 2014.
We got years of swag here.
Oh,
right
yeah.
Here. What else
and
you got
then
here?
The original green frog.
That's actually not quite the original frog. And I will
Yep.
say that the one election we can all look back on and really enjoy is we had 3 desk toys run for our IT campaign in 2016 called Desk Toy Decision. We had a hippo,
I have the
Molly
hippo
mite,
too.
and a frog. And the frog was elected by IT pros to join the campaign. It kind of represents that like Zen relaxation
frog.
stuff. We did some. There's an original version that we gave out as part of the campaign, which is kind of like a resin one. But then we ended up turning them into a squeezable stress toy one.
No, that's awesome. All right.
And then,
What else you
let's
got
see,
there?
I
Slava?
have. So no IT guy isn't real IT guy if he doesn't do any DIY stuff on any kind of Frankensteining stuff. So this used to be a 2 gig flash drive. It's a 250 gig. It's a 250 gig flash drive now. So it's actually useful.
So you actually redid your
the
swag.
Redid my Devil Dog flash drive into being useful.
That's awesome.
And then, but my favorite piece of swag here that I brought with me is,
Oh yeah.
Bobblehead Tim.
There you go.
Is incredible. That is definitely one of my favorite ones, and I know use that as your avatar a lot. Mike, just out of curiosity, how many of those are floating around at the offices there at Eaton?
There's just a couple left. I will tell you that my mom has one. That's her favorite. And there's another bobblehead, but we just won't talk about it because it's in case he's watching. But there's a couple left. There might be a couple left, and who knows if there's like strong demand at SpiceWorld this year, we could like redo them. We could get more made.
Do another print.
But it's funny that like people would actually the thought of my bobblehead of being on somebody's desk is a little odd.
Our Discord server also has stickers and emojis.
That are let. Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, let me. The address is spicebuddies.chat.
Yeah, that's actually they dropped it in the chat here. Yeah, so we're
did?
good. Sean's all over it.
Oh, thank you, Sean.
Yes, and Sean said almost as good as the bobblehead Spiceworks with the duck. So is that's also? Do you have that one?
The what?
There's a Spiceworks with the duck.
Yeah,
bobblehead?
I showed it earlier.
Oh, you did have that. Oh, that's right.
That's the Spiceworks with
good.
the duck. So
that was a limited time SpiceWorks bobblehead. So we obviously SpiceWorks belongs to SpiceWorks, justifiably so. But we did a small promotion one year to do that. I think there's a couple left in the office. So at some point maybe we got to unload those. But they're really cool.
All right, one more swag question before we wrap up. I don't know unless Slava, you have any more? Or I got one more.
Yeah,
we're getting ready to wrap up. But let me ask you this.
Everything is swag here, right? So
you got the bacon shirt. You
were
the
first
shirt, the winner of the first annual Shirt Off My Back award. Shirt Off My Back award.
And then I have the Spice Agent hat that I wear.
Spice Agents, yes. Shout out to
There's only
Space
8
Agent.
of these in existence, and I think I'm the only one that brings mine to. Well, actually, Dave Horsley does too. That comes to SpiceWorld with it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So let me ask you one more swag question for both of you guys before we wrap up here. What's the hardest piece of swag to collect? Like now they've become collector's items. Like, is there one that's like super rare that you wish you had your hands on, or there was only, like Mike was saying, a limited print? What's the hardest piece of swag to get?
The one piece that I want that I don't have?
Yeah. I know yours kind of. You got a hat.
I lost my hat.
Yes.
Last year. So I'm upset about that.
And that was a very rare hat.
That was a very limited hat. So
yeah.
So
if anyone knows where that hat is, bring it this year to SpiceWorld.
Yes,
he's offering a reward on this, right? So we can definitely hook you up.
Yes, you will definitely get something.
Yeah, it's a rare hat.
So if you got my hat,
okay,
please bring it.
Mike, how about you?
It's a baseball hat with a pepper on it.
Like for all the stuff that Eaton's made, like what was the rarest item that you guys made?
Gosh, the only thing I can think of is like I used to have this like globe that was like a world globe, and it was kind of clear and blue, and it had some sort of like liquid in it, and you could spin it around. It was a good thing. And then one day, it rolled off my desk and shattered.
Oh.
And I even looked to try to track down. Could we get more of these? But it just that was crushing. But no, usually I don't have a problem with like sourcing swag. So
Awesome.
I just thought of one more piece.
One more.
The hula girl.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
We had you on the Spiceworks shuttle.
Jeff and I just spoke about it about an hour ago.
Yeah. I'll never say no to
the hula girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We have over a beer. We can talk about that one down in Austin. But yeah,
that's awesome. All right, guys, we're getting ready to wrap up here. But before we go, just wanted. If you are watching there, it's just like I think we need to hit refresh there in our chat. There we go. So last thing, Slava, we'll start with you. What's the one thing that somebody should know about coming to SpiceWorld 2025 this year?
Prepared to have a great time.
Yeah.
Prepared to make some friends. Come visit Spice Buddies at our booth.
Yes.
Whether we're going to be on the floor or we'll have a lounge room area, we're not sure yet, but definitely come out and visit and join the Discord server.
Join us at SpiceWorld. Yes. Mike, I'll give you the final word. That last thing, like what somebody should know about coming to SpiceWorld 2025.
I think it's just come down, have a good time, be prepared to learn, meet people, and just keep an open mind. And I would say always stop by the Eaton booth and say hello. Yes, definitely. Give a shout out to Tim the Enchanter when you come see him. So, which might be just as a goat. So, all right, guys. Thank you. That might be a goat herder. We haven't figured that out yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're working. Yes, we got to save some of it for the live event. So, Slava, Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah. So this is gonna be the first episode. We'll have a few more coming up before SpiceWorld. So keep an eye. Community.spiceworks.com. Check it out. We might have more surprise guests, maybe some giveaways. We're still working on it, and we will see you in 67 days at SpiceWorld. But yeah, if you want to sign up, if you haven't already signed up, spiceworks.com/SpiceWorld. You can register right there. So that's it today. Don't forget to tech yourself before you wreck yourself, and we'll see you next time.
Being able to interact with my peers is a really big deal because I don't have a lot of people in IT to talk to ask questions to throw things off of, and now even to mentor. To me personally, SpiceWorld is a reunion. I come here to see my old friends that I haven't seen since last year. Other tech conferences are never like that. Once you're a tech enthusiast, you're working in tech, you're experienced in tech, you come to SpiceWorld and you meet everybody with the same interests, and everybody just want to have a great time and unwind. So it's learning, it's getting information, but it's in a relaxed environment. I think what makes SpiceWorld most unique is that we are not a stuffy, frumpy conference. We're real people with real IT issues coming to get them solved by vendors. It's been great to interact with vendors and let them know what we as IT guys looking for, and for them to take it back to their companies and facilitate that for us. I would definitely recommend SpiceWorld to other IT pros. Relationships, knowledge, education, new technologies, new information. That's what SpiceWorld is about, and that's what they all need. SpiceWorld! SpiceWorld! SpiceWorld 2024! Yeah!